Clippers and Nuggets, which I believe Ken was your number one
my
series.
number one.
Yeah, this was like last for me.
Clippers, what? And
Right.
Nuggets, like those are your two most hated teams.
I hate them both, fam. But I'm not gonna lie, the Clippers, how the Clippers have been playing,
Clippers been
like
clipping.
they have been fucking balling.
Yeah,
And I do not want to see them. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
So
James
you're glad
Harden,
that they're on
dude,
the other side of the
yeah,
bracket.
exactly.
Mhm.
Like James Harden has been cooking.
he has a great year for James Harden.
Kawhi.
Kawhi defensively, I forgot how crazy this man is.
When
on
he
defense.
healthy.
White just cold.
When he is
Man.
healthy,
I was
And
watching
he's-
the game again that they just. I was like, fam,
Bro, against the Warriors.
yeah, I'm like,
It's a good
dog,
ass
this
game.
nigga is crazy, fam.
And he
He's
just
a
be moving
machine,
in
bro.
his own
His
another
own
own pace player.
He's a
Him and
machine.
Luka do not speed up for no damn
No,
body,
next
slow
thing
down
you
for
know-
nobody.
Yeah, next thing you know, Kawhi got like 37 points or something like that.
Like,
You be like, how,
quietly.
man? How?
Couple and ones, couple putbacks,
some
2
mid-range,
threes,
mixing that mid-range.
fade away, and next thing you know, yeah, about 37.
Clippers is a good team. I don't,
Yes,
you know
they
me.
are.
I hate on them as much as I can, but they're a good team, and I don't want to see them. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want to derail the conversation, but I had a thought the other day, and I'm like, maybe I'm tripping, but like, if you compare Kawhi's career with Jimmy Butler, like, I get that Kawhi has the higher highs, but like, could you make an argument that Jimmy Butler is like, from a consistency standpoint, like year to year, like
I think you could.
dragging those Heat teams like through playoff runs
Mhm.
a number of times? Like the way that he elevated Minnesota when he was there and the way they fell off as soon as he left. Like,
Mhm.
I think there's an
Some
argument there, but like
similarities.
Kawhi has 2 finals MVP, so it's kind of like,
as the piece.
Yeah,
yeah, but like Kawhi also has missed like entire seasons.
Yeah.
True.
it's just that, like you said, Kawhi's highs are
High.
so much
High,
higher
yeah.
than where Jimmy can hit, but not Jimmy in his own right.
Jimmy
is,
different, though, in the
is a
playoffs.
different
He became a
guy.
lot better player than I thought he would be.
I actually can't wait to get home and see that playing game tonight. Oh shoot, wait, I'm doing Locked On Bucks.
Mhm.
Well, I thought about it while they were playing each other on Sunday, where it's like they kind of, I think they were in the same draft class or around there, and it's like they've
Yeah.
kind of not mirrored each other, but it's kind of been like
No, I never even thought about it, but that's
two of the most improved players from when they were drafted to what they
Mhm.
got to.
That's a good point. Who are your X factors in the Clippers Nuggets
I
series?
don't even remember what I said.
Why don't you didn't have one? Tim, let's start with you. Who's your X factor in this series?
Mr. Leonard, like legit the assassin, the hired gun. Well, he's been in LA for a minute now, so he
Yeah,
ain't
he
no longer
hired,
that them with
yeah.
him. But him coming back, him being healthy in time for the playoffs, like watching that Golden State Clipper game through and through, like you didn't see him dragging himself through the game at this point. Like at different points throughout the season or playoffs that we've seen him, you literally see him like dragging himself through the games because he got a messed up knee or arm or leg or thigh, something. And so seeing him being healthy
Mhm.
to this at this point, at least in the season, and then Harden over there at this point in the season, both cooking together, like as long as Kawhi is healthy out there, he's always been that player. Like if Kawhi is here, we got a chance.
Mhm.
Him being healthy with that Clipper team, that's a really good team right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he's healthy and able to keep playing and being Kawhi, yeah, that's a problem.
My X factor is also a Clipper, and that's Zubac. He is, spoiler, who I would vote for as most improved player of the year. He has been anchoring a
Mhm.
top 3 defense
Mhm.
for the Clippers. And for him to be anchoring a top 3 defense, when Zubac got in the league, it wasn't defense that people were like excited
Oh yeah, no.
about. I mean, he was a Laker, which,
Mhm.
That
by
might
the
be
way,
their biggest fumble.
y'all
Oh.
trading him for
Yeah.
who was
Mike
that? Mike
Muscala.
Muscala.
Muscala, yeah.
Head up.
I was about to say Mozgov. All I knew was a Muzz.
A must. But he has become such a crucial piece of that defense. And listen, trying to check Jokic, like most people can't check Jokic one-on-one, but like Zubac is gonna be the closest that you can probably get one-on-one. And if he can at least kind of keep him somewhat in control,
Mhm.
it allows them not to have to send doubles that way, which can allow them to take away other aspects for the Nuggets. So, like, I think he's going to be a very, very important piece for them.
His
Ken,
size alone alters a lot of shit on the court.
Yeah.
Mhm.
who you got for your X Factor, Ken?
Jamal Murray.
That's a great one.
I feel like if he doesn't play well,
they can't win.
It's impossible for Denver to win. I don't care how well the Joker plays. Joker gonna be Joker. But if Jamal Murray does not play good, they will not win this series.
I agree.
I figured out mine.
Who was that?
Playoff Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy who?
Jimmy Harden. Because
Oh.
you must remember that James Harden in the playoffs,
He tends to be a
like we said about Julius
Julius
Randle,
Randle, yep.
he's not a riser. Let's put it that way.
That is true.
Um,
good point.
Very, very
like
true.
going back to the Houston days where they made that big ass comeback with him on the bench, pouting.
Mm.
Like
Or when they went 0 for 27 with him in the game.
That was just terrible shooting.
Ain't nobody gonna never forget that damn
They
game.
had some great looks, and they was just
They couldn't hit
they
shit.
was bricking. But no, that's a great point because
Yeah.
they're gonna need the Jimmy. Not gonna call me Jimmy. The James Harden they saw throughout the season
Yeah.
as well. Because
and that's my exact point. Like this iteration of the Clippers works if they get regular season James Harden in the playoffs.
see, Daryl just came in here. He said, "Make a wish, gefilte fish. It don't matter. Bucks in 6."
That's funny.
Gefilte fish makes me laugh every time because of Rush Hour. Every single
What's this
time.
called again?
Gefilte fish.
That's the title. Gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish. Gefilte fish.
Have him looking in the back. For the fish. What's this again? They was pissed, boy. I'd have been mad too.
What's the
Yeah,
thing
he's
to
better.
watch for in the Clippers Nuggets series? Because for me, the question comes down to who else can step up with Jokic. To your point about Jamal Murray needing to be Jamal Murray, they just don't need somebody else. A
Mhm.
couple people to step up for them. And the Clippers, the way they can play defense, they're gonna provide some challenges because they might just let Chris Dunn be like, "Hey, you get Jamal, go." And he gonna be all right to
I
do
was
that.
saying Dunn would chase his ass for the whole game.
He gonna be all
He
right.
gonna
to
fall
do
over the top of him and everything.
that. So for me, it's just the question of like, dog, who else can step up with Jokic here?
Mhm.
You can ask Porter.
Porter's a standstill shooter.
I get it. He's very catch and
He gonna have
shoot.
to knock him
but
down.
shit, he can knock him. He can
can.
light
He's
it
going
up.
to have to.
Like
Russ.
for me, it's the defense. I mean, revenge series maybe.
Oh, yeah.
But also that like a motivated Russ is also a Russ that does too much, so you kind of
Yeah.
have to modulate that a little bit too. But for me, it's the defense of Denver. Like their defense just got their coach fired, so if they can't, if they can't
Their coach also
refine,
kind of got himself fired
Well,
now that
yeah.
we know a little bit more about what happened there.
but like they tuned him out on defense,
Yeah.
which is where the performance part of his job, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that was the tangible thing that they could point to, like, hey, defense got worse under you, therefore we're moving on.
Get him out of here.
So, like, if they can't recapture the defense that they had, I'm not even gonna go back to the championship year. If they can't even go back to where they were last year, where they were championship contender, then
It's out the window.
it's a wrap. So, like, if they don't get things, they have to get things figured out on the defensive end of the court.
No, I feel you. Tim, what is your thing to watch for in this series?
I feel like we should be watching out for. Damn, I had lost my spot for a second. The health of the Clippers.
Oh, I mean, that's
Like in essence, you can talk about James, you can talk about Kawhi. Like those are the two main ones that
I
I'm
mean-
more so speaking on.
plain and simple. To your point about Kawhi being the X factor, if he ain't healthy,
Mhm.
this is all
It's moot.
moot.
Like, cause if playoff Jimmy show up, you gonna need Kawhi for sure. And if he's hurt, and then and that goes for all teams, of course.
Right.
Without saying, but it goes without saying. But it's really some teams is like, no, bro, like, whew,
We ain't
y'all
got
done
to-
had a pass.
I mean, I will say this: that they started the season without Kawhi, and they were able to string together some really impressive wins on the back of their
Norm.
defense. And Norm Powell being that guy who,
Mhm.
even though I didn't choose him as an X factor, he
He
is
is
someone
one.
else to watch too, because there's going to be so much defensive attention on Kawhi and James Harden. And if James does turn into Jimmy,
That's your number two option.
that you're going to need Norm Powell to be Norm Powell here. So I think health is a great point too.
Mhm.
Ken, what's the thing to watch for in the series for you?
I think it comes down to who wants it more. I feel like Clippers are going into the playoffs hungry.
Mm.
Like the high level that they've been playing on these past few games.
Yeah.
And Denver's dysfunctional.
Yeah, exactly. And then Denver, how much fight does Denver have? Like y'all been going through a lot of turmoil throughout the year.
1, 2,
like-
3, Cancun.
And, like for real. So it's like, do y'all even feel like fighting? Y'all might not even want to fight.
Actually, let me read. 1, 2, 3, Serbia.
Damn.
He can't wait to get back to the source.
His
Yeah.
horses,
Right, man.
boy.
You know he love them horses.
Yeah, so he just said, who wants some more?
Serious Sensei threw me off because he said Chris Braun, which is Chris Brown. I'm like, who? Christian Brown.
Yes.
But apparently he didn't invite MPJ to his team dinner.
I did
so
see that clip in the
bad
locker room.
vibes.
They were asking. He was like, "Oh, was it dinner?" He was like, "Christian, you ain't invite me to the
Damn.
like in the locker room." Like the
Damn.
reporter kind of. He's like, "It was a dinner."
Damn.
So
Yeah,
who y'all got in this series and how many games?
the team that didn't just fire their coach.
Yeah.
And who has team dinners together?
Clippers
Well,
in 6.
I
I
don't
got
know. Kawhi,
Clippers in
I
6.
don't imagine Kawhi going to many team dinners.
He probably laughed at their ass just like that. You going to team dinner, Kawhi?
My favorite thing about one of the Pat Bev podcasts, he be randomly talking about Kawhi
Mhm.
stories, and the way he imitates Kawhi makes me laugh every time. He-
Man,
hey, yo, Pat Bev, you gotta see Chris Dunn, Pat. He remind me of you, Pat.
Just nonchalant, no
Yeah.
energy, just Eeyore,
He
bro.
remind me of you. But yeah, we all got the Clippers. I got Clippers in 6.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be a good series, though. I think it's gonna be a good series.
I got him in 7.
Clippers all around.
I do
Clippers
too,
all
but
around.
as we've talked this through, like
You think it's gonna be
like 5?
It's less than that.
5, maybe 4.